What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? This is I, James, readoptionagency.com. Almost 23 years selling full-time on eBay. We are Thursday morning, 8 a.m. And eBay's still been a mess, but I made a change. Made a big change. We rewound a little bit. And, yeah. So, as you know, I was doing free shipping on media, giving that another shot. Probably my third shot in the past 15 years. Trying to get back, play the volume game. Being that eBay seemed to be on the right track when I made that change. But since then, it gave me a few, 100 item day, 77 item day, 66 item day, 80 item day. Gave me a few pops here and there. But for the most part, it's been keeping me back down around 50 to 60. And I'm like, I can't do this like this. I've got to have the 70 plus items a day for this volume game this way with the free shipping to make sense for me. And with the constant eBay problems, I've been logging them every day on the tech boards. I just can't do it anymore. So I got rid of the free shipping. Went back to $5 flat rate no matter how many pieces of media you buy. Kept the buy to get to, so I did still sell some lots. So that's at least good. People are still recognizing that. And they're actually going to save $1 compared to when I was doing the free shipping. So the problem is with the free shipping, you got to do the volume game on the media, especially if you're playing low dollar stuff. One of the most frustrating things is people don't understand, even though it's free, you still have to pay for shipping. And there's a buttload of people out there that don't understand or don't know how much the shipping actually costs. Because when you get offers for $1, $2, $3, $4, even $5 on an item, you're like, that don't even cover the shipping and the fees. And you type that in the little note when you counter, nobody reads that. So it just got old. It got old on that front. Also, another thing I didn't do was I didn't lower my international media costs. So it stifled international sales because my prices were higher. So hopefully doing this now will bring in more international sales. Hopefully it'll bring in the smart people who see, buy two, get two, add them to cart, only $5 shipping for all of it. I did have an 8-piece order. So, yeah. So hopefully I don't take too big of a hit. I don't think I will number of pieces maybe, but I don't, hopefully not dollar-wise, at least not net sale-wise. So we'll keep you informed, of course, of how that's going. Last night, another maintenance shutdown, 7 hours, 1 item sold, and that's all that came through. So yesterday, only made it up to $590. So if I'm only going to do $600 a day, I need more net sales. So that means getting rid of the free shipping. So, doing that free shipping, I wanted 8, 9, 10, 11, $1,200 days. And eBay's just not prepared for that yet with all the glitches and problems, server failures still, system errors constantly. Slow loading seller hub, if it loads at all, just constant problems. Still have I think I'm down to about 1,800 items still missing now. Yesterday I had 200, or the day before, had 200 disappear. A couple hours later, I had 400 appear. And I'm like, So sometimes when I list items, if I list 20, 100 will appear. Sometimes when I list 100, the number won't change. So it's just all screwed up. And of course, I put the ticket in, a week and a half ago? Still nothing. So who knows? We're at 8 a.m. right now. I'm at $66. Yesterday, sold 56 items. So since I haven't made a video since Monday, the day before I did $699, so almost a $700 day. And then Monday was a $661 day. So if I can keep those days and higher with more net profit, then that's the way it's going to be. It's the way it's going to be. Can't play the volume game on eBay right now. They just don't want it. They don't want it. Alright, questions or comments? And then we'll do some shipping. I got a couple on the new store. And then the old store. I had a sudden surge of offers I could send out, but last night I was trying to send them out and would hit send, get the spinning, then the gray triangle in app said expectations in control, something. Very odd. After it happened a few times, I gave up. Yeah, there was a big spike on eBay yesterday, down detector. So we know it's a freaking nightmare. Good thoughts, yes. Double down on instincts. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just gonna keep pounding away, even with getting rid of the volume thing, at least the free shipping thing. Hopefully, still keeping volume with the buy two get two. If after the change was in the indication, I had 2 orders, one in 8 and one in a 4. So hopefully those will keep coming in. So if that does, then shouldn't be too big of a problem. So spidey senses. I made a bet with someone. Do you have more than 10 tape measures? Tape measures? No. I got 2, one here, one upstairs, and then I have a yardstick. Hi, James. I'm a media seller of 15 plus years, CDs mostly. I've never experienced listing disappearing. I've had a handful of listings taken down if it's an unauthorized release, for example. Yeah. If you get a download from eBay File Exchange on all active listings, see if that item count matches what you think it should be. Well, it's just my seller hub's not matching what's in my store. When I put items on promoted, it says 58,000, but my store reads 55,286. It's what's been reading lately. So, and it's just been staying that number when I was listing yesterday. So yesterday evening anyway. If you ain't buying, you ain't living. That's right. Because that's the fun part. Man, eBay sucks. I lost 200 drafts that were only 2 weeks old. Hours of work just gone. That's crazy. Could you please do a video on BOLOs? Oh, buy one, get one. BOGO. Buy one, get one. I have no clue how to do it. It's just the coupon area. As you're setting up a sale, and they did move that now since they separated advertising and sales. So the promoted's under advertising and the sales are under marketing and then under discounts in the marketing. So if you go to marketing, discounts, create discount over to the right, you create a coupon, buy two, get one, whatever, a bunch of different setups you can do, take advantage of there to get the best out of your store that you can. Last week was really good. Crickets the last 3 days. Love the vintage wrist and sweatband. Finally, somebody liking it as opposed to people. How dirty is that? Oh, it's dirty. Thank you. Thank you very much. Speaking of eBay and what the heck is going on, I was looking up CDs and this item was my search result. Conforms male to female, full body, silicone bodysuit, transgender realistic breast. I've got some weird stuff when I'm looking up things, but not that drastic. Tell me where it says CD anywhere there. Yeah, it's a freaking mess. It's a nightmare. But it has been for quite a while now, so all we can do is keep plugging away. So, 2 items on the new store going out today. I think both of these items were things Jan picked up at the bins. So we got some Morel slip-on shoes. These sold for $21, headed to Wilder, Idaho. So that's cool right there. Yeah, I just been I'm enjoying the listing process, you know, just kind of spending my days with the music cranked up and just listing and drafting. Just doubling down, investing in myself and my abilities and my work ethic. Just concentrating on what got me here so that it can get me somewhere further, somewhere higher, somewhere bigger, somewhere larger, whatever you want to look at it. And we got this Elvis t-shirt. This person really wanted it, and they said they were on a budget, so I gave them I took their offer of $5, so this sold for wait a minute, why is it not showing the shipping cost? Oh, there it is. Okay, it is. I don't know, I just had a brain fart, I guess. So $5.10 plus shipping. So. Brain fart. So I think all this media today is with shipping. So it'll be with $5 added onto it, whether it's a lot or it's a single. So it's what I had to do. So that means I went down a little bit in cost. When I changed it all, I added the $5 shipping and I took the prices down $3. So technically everything is raised by $2. So carry, yeah, that's going to Cahokia. The other day, labels were messed up. I went through and did 12, but it only printed like 8 of them. I'm like, what? So I had to go back in and redo them. So that was another bug. It's just been I gotta stop saying that. We all know. Shut up, James. We know it's a freaking nightmare. We know it's a freaking mess. We know it's a pain in the ass. We know it's sad for a billion-dollar company to not have a properly working website when that is their business. We know this. We know this. Whoops, I forgot to print scan for generation clash. Generation. Print the labels. No, not print labels. Print scan form. Onward. So we got 17 orders going out here. Well, it's good to see something I listed yesterday sold. A hat. Raython Technologies. So it's good to see that at least the stuff I put up yesterday is getting seen. That's a positive. A positive. David. I'm sorry, that sold for $9.50, headed to Louisiana. These prices were weird yesterday too. Like, I always thought Ohio was cheaper than Louisiana, and I had a CD of 5 ounces that cost more going to Ohio than an 8-ounce hat going to Louisiana. I'm like, huh? I could have swore Ohio was always cheaper than, one of the cheapest since I'm in Missouri. Bye. All right. You. All right. Okay. Okay. Next up, we've got Columbia Performance Fishing Gear hat. Sold for $6.50, headed to Convoy, Ohio. So here's another Ohio. Speaking of. So yeah, and you know, changing back to the shipping amount, I knew the last, doing it this time, I knew the results of the last 2 times of doing it, what to expect. I was just, of course, hoping to expect something different. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. That's what it was. So going back to the instincts and doing what I know, just, following my gut. We got this cool New Era pinstripe hat that came from the video of the lot, the stuff that was given to me. Gifted to me, if you will. Headed to Belleville. Took an offer for $10 on it. So thank you again for all that good stuff. The wallets, the rest of those wallets in that video will probably be going up today. I got a few more hats to get through before they're on the next page of listing. So I think those should go up today. In my production line, my listing production line, I gotta come up with a cool name to, I guess production line's pretty cool. Listing production line. That's kind of long. John. So if you don't know, for what I'm doing is taking pictures, and that's the only part of the draft I'm doing until I do listing at the listing day. So today is filling in stuff, listing. I got hats, then wallets, and I'm not sure. After that's probably more vinyl. I'm not sure what's after that, but we got Dan Seals, the best of cassette tape. Sold for $4 plus shipping. Headed to Phoenix, Arizona. So before this would have been $6.99. So now it's $5, $6, $7, $8. So $7.90. $5, $6, $7, $8, $9. Sorry, $8.99. So an extra $2 basically. So that Ohio one? That Ohio one was $4.38 at 7 ounces. Something was wrong. Something had to be wrong with the shipping yesterday, because it was going to Ohio. It was 5 ounces, and it was like $5 and something. I'm like, this is not right. And I looked at it, re-entered the numbers, and something just wasn't right. So shipping costs, I think, were off yesterday. So they better figure that out and credit the accounts that affected. Douglas. It's so funny, just the amount of issues this past, what is it, a week and a half, 2 weeks? It's just been stupid nuts, the amount of daily issues. All right, got this PlayStation PS2 magazine, issue number 97 on disc. Sold for $6.30, plus shipping, of course. Headed to New Hampshire. I have to use a little resurfacing. Well, I guess that's one thing. Things are so bad and so obviously bad that it gives you hope, because when it's little things that not everybody sees, you're like, am I crazy? And people will say, you're crazy. It's your items, blah, blah. But when it's so blatantly obvious of all the problems, you're at least hopeful, going, I know if it's this bad, they have to see it and they have to be working on it. So it gives you hope that it'll eventually turn around. Now, of course, whether that does or not is another story, or whether it does, but then they update something else and other things break. That's another story. So, next up, are you ready for a DVD lot? Yeah. So we got 8 DVDs. They were all the $3.99. So that is my lowest, unless I take an offer for $2.99, which I may here and there. But so these were all $3.99. Buy 2, get 2. And they bought 8 of them. Go back to Seller Hub. So these were all together sold for $22.56. Let me do the math. So let's see how much I make per item like this. So this is $3.99 plus one $5 shipping charge. So I'm going to pull it up in the payments. And we're going to see how much I make per item on an 8-piece lot now that I changed everything, so I can get a good grasp on sustainability. We got Killing Seasons on Blu-ray. And Red Lights and Killing Season. We've got Broken Trail on DVD. We've got American Brew. We got Courage Under Fire. That's 4. We got Steam Boy. That's 4. We got Tango and Cash. Volver. And Executive Decision. All right, so let's see. I'll put these in a hat box. So yeah, if I can keep getting these at this price, I'll have less onesies sell because of the $5 shipping, but that's the way it's got to be if you can't play the volume game. I think I got 2 more lots being delivered today of CDs I bought. So I should be able to get those pictured on Saturday. Okay. We got 113, 8 by 6 by 4. So that's 538. So 1754. Calculator, where are you at? Calculator. God, that calculator's so big. Why you gotta be so big? Why you gotta be so slow? All right, so we have 1754. 1, 7. Is that 54? Yeah, 54. Point 54. Minus 538. Minus 5.38 equals 1216 divided by 8 equals $1.52 a piece going in my pocket. So I was hoping for more, but hey, at least I'm making probably like $1.50, $1.60 more on the onesies. And as you know, there's a lot more onesies than there are bulk. So I think I'm making, I have to do the math when I find one, but I should be making, it was $1.67 before with $2 added to that. $3.67 minus a little bit more fees and stuff. So maybe $3 a piece instead of $1.67. So doubling my money there on the singles. So I have no problem going down a little bit on the bigger ones, I guess. So because on the quantity of singles that I get, it'll clearly make the difference. So $1.52 a piece on those times 8. So that's where it is. And those are all the low dollar ones. So if they added a higher one in there, then obviously I'd make more money per item. Those are all my low dollar ones. So $3.99 a piece. We got a customs. We got a Canada. Oh, look at here. We've got a Canada, an Australia. Again, Mexico. I've got South America blocked. From Mexico down. I know Mexico is North America, I know. But you know what I'm saying. But yet they come through anyway. So next up, we've got this gardening cap here. This sold for $10.50, headed to Washington, Missouri. It's got some flimsy to it. I can get that. Should be able to get that in one of these boxes. We shall see. Yeah. We get it in here. We squish it in. Squish it. Squish it real good. I'm redoing salt and pepper. Squish it real good. 6. I said 6. Kathleen. If you're looking for a puppy update, they're still quite content and comfortable. So they both got their PJs on, and Pee-wee's laying in that room in there, chilling. Courtney should be on her bed back here. She may pop out here and there. Next up, we got this K-State Wildcats t-shirt. Sold for $8. Headed to Siloam Springs, Arkansas. Anytime I think Arkansas now, I think of where we stayed in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Jan found a cool place that you can stay like underground in a cave. They have like castle things, like Harry Potter castle places you can stay, or treehouse things you can stay in. And we stayed in the cave underground. It was pretty cool. And that was Eureka Springs. I forget what the actual place was called. 6, 10, 12, 3, Tyler. Next up, Sky Soldier's hat. Sold for $9.50, headed to League City, Texas. Oh, I said Texas. Oh, I said Texas. Texas. Shaun. Shaun of the Dead. Great movie. Auto car parts. Hat. Sold for $9.50. Headed to Michigan. Since it's been peaceful in the house, I've been getting plenty of sleep at night, so I can get up at 7 in the morning and don't actually 6, but I got up at 6:15 to feed them. Laid back down, just laid there. I'm like, nope, get up. I'm fine. I'm refreshed. Go. Instead of instantly falling back to sleep. Dennis is taking a lot of stress off of me. The fact that they're not scratching anymore, they're comfortable. Because trying to figure that out and stressing that they're stressing just stressed me out. A lot of stress in there. Concrete Corner cassette sold for $11. Headed to Massachusetts. Because you don't want to see your babies in discomfort. So it was very mind-consuming. I like that. Mind-consuming. Not time-consuming, mind-consuming. So, didn't sleep well, etc., etc. Mind-consuming. Is that even a thing? I don't think I've ever put those two words together before. I like when I do that. I don't think I've ever heard those two words together before. Mind-consuming. Wayne. Next up, we've got Blues. Hat sold for $9.50, headed to Massachusetts again. 2 Massachusetts in a row. That may be a first, people. I have not created the new trading card yet. If you don't know, if you guys go buy trading cards from me, I got reseller trading cards, the Great Reseller Life trading card series. The Thrifter was number 1. The Shipper was number 2. The Ben's Thrifter was number 3. Number 4 is going to be when I get around to decide. I figured I would let it go since the latest one hasn't sold very well. Lazy it's over here. Look at all these I got. I got a whole box here. Because they gave me extra again. But you guys need to go buy some. Remember, Marcus from Dixon Pickens gets $2 for each card sold. I think I've only sold 12 cards so far. Plus I have to look up the signed ones. I think I sold 2 of those maybe. So buy some. If you want to see number 4, I need to sell some more of these. Number 4 is going to be, I'm not telling you yet. I'm not going to tell you. Okay. It's going to be a surprise. Oh, I did get the email. Thank you. Viewer sent me a picture. They got mine hanging on their monitor for inspiration. Who would have thought that this ugly mug would be the face of inspiration to somebody? That shows anything in this world is freaking possible. Are you ready for any chocolate? Yeah, you are. All right, so here's a good example. So we got, let's do the math on this one too then. So we got 4 8-tracks. One's $11.99. The others are $3.99. Now I did, since I upped the price and I made $2 extra per item, I went ahead and turned promotions on for all the items in the store. So that's another thing I got to keep an eye on. Do I take promotions off things that are $3.99? So that's another thing I'm thinking about and playing with too. So I don't know if these sold promoted. We'll find out. So we got $11.99 and 4 $3.99. So we're going to do math on this one also. And this one was sold with promoted. So we're going to get a good look at what it is. But there's an $11.99, so it's going to throw it off somewhat. So let's do that. I feel like getting a 1, so just put it in here. Okay. Let's do this. We got 15, we got 12 by 9 by 4. Going up to Indiana. All right, so that's 463, and I didn't leave the calculator out. Calculator out. All right. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so we're 1761. Is there a way I can make this smaller? Yeah, there we go. All right. Can I do it like this? Yes. 1761 minus 0.37 minus 0.37 minus 0.37 minus 1.11 equals 1539. That was about the same number it was before, wasn't it? On the 8. But only minus 463 this time. Minus 4.63 equals 1076 divided by 4. So $2.70, but it has that $11.99 in there too. So, but $2.70 a piece made on those. That would definitely change. Now I got a mess here. Would definitely change without that $11.99. So let's do that one real quick. I'm curious. So that would be, well, we'll just do it like well, I wouldn't have the exact amount taken out. So we'll do it later. So we'll do it later. It's probably going to be about the same as the 8, I would think. Okay. Which again, I'm fine with because the singles were the nightmare where that was costing me. So. All right, next up, North Carolina Tar Heels. Took it off for $5 when I had slow sales yesterday. That's another thing. The last 3 days at 2 p.m. Central Time, everything just stops. I could have several items sell and offers coming in every hour. 2 o'clock, the last 3 days, everything stopped for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Why is that? I don't know. Hella. All right. Review purchases. Confirm the pay. Pratzella balls. Boing. Hella printing. Bought that hat. Hella printing. Hella printing. Alright, I gotta pay attention to names since I had a stack fall over. Brian. What would Brian LeBron, what was that, South Park? I don't even know that person's name. Brian LeBron. What would Brian Boy Brian will do? I don't know the name. Never mind. I can't remember the name. Brian Boitano. That's it. Whoever that is. I don't even know who that is. What would Brian Boitano do? All right, Dennis. Dennis. Sean. Tyler. Catherine. Or Kathleen, I should say. Sorry about that. Kathleen. Gerardo. Michael. The surface. Douglas. Don't call me Doug. My name's Douglas. Sounds more sophisticated than Douglas. Oh, Douglas. Douglas, please. Paging Douglas. Your chauffeur is here. Jason. David. Scan form for me, please. Has anything even sold? I haven't seen nothing pop up on the screen that I noticed anyway. Has anything sold during this video? Well, that's a good question, James. So we were at $66. And I'm still at $66. Boo. No offers, nothing. Boo. It's been 1 hour since anything came through. Alrighty. Alright, got these few international I have to go out. Import. Refresh. The refresh. Fresh. Alright. Headed up to Canada. Ferlin Husky sings the songs of Music City, USA. Who is Music City, USA? Is that Nashville? What Nashville used to be called? Well, yeah, Music City, that's Nashville. Duh. I'm just looking for anything Nashville on here. It doesn't say. All right, this is sold for $3.99 plus shipping to Canada. Music City, USA. LP $3.99. Are you out of your mind? 1 pound 0 ounces. $3.99. 1 pound 0 ounces. Get the rates. Next up, we've got Shabisky Point soundtrack cassette headed to Australia. Sold for $16.99 plus shipping. So there's something to keep an eye out for. $16.99. It is $16.99. Get the rates. And lastly, Greta's paroled cassette tape. It's headed to Mexico, sold for $9. Like, I got an item that's reasons why I cut off South America. Argentina. It's been at customs for like 2.5, 3 weeks now. And they opened a thing on eBay, and I'm just like, I'm trying to hold it off as long as I can without getting a ding. That being said, eBay did remove a feedback from me. I got a negative feedback, and it said attempted delivery. They used to remove those. Then they had that period where they did remove those. I put in for it the other day. They removed it. I'm like, yay. So what they said about rethinking the feedback thing, it actually worked. They rethought the feedback thing. It was an attempted delivery, so it wasn't my fault. They took the negative off. I'm like, thank you. Attempted delivery is not my fault. They're either not there or they put in the wrong address or something. And nothing to do with me. Hell, didn't even have nothing to do with the USPS. Well, I can't say that. I do have a customer who is complaining because, well, actually it's in Canada, so it ain't the USPS. In Canada, something about they've tried to deliver it twice, and the person's upset because it's a normal house, they say, and everything. So they never had this problem before with anything else. So they say. So I'm like, I don't know. So they're waiting for a call back or something because they're getting the runaround trying to figure out where their item is. And I'm like, I'm sorry. But being it says attempted, if they leave a negative, I'll do the same thing with eBay and say, it's out of my hands. It's not even the postage, it's not even taking responsibility for your postal service messing up. It's attempted delivery. Why that is, I have no clue. So, can I get off the hook with this negative? What's today? That was Wednesday. So we got 4 internationals yesterday. Where before I only had 3 in about a 5-day span. So 4 yesterday, 3 overnight. So international's back. Shady's back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. I have not listened to the new Eminem yet. I don't know if it's good or bad or what. I have not checked it yet. Alright, that's all for me for today. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Get to listing, get to drafting. The last few days, I'm like, I should just go live right now. I'm just working. All I'm doing is sitting here doing the same thing over and over again. And everything's running slow. I'm like, I should just go live. I can at least talk to somebody while I'm working. So maybe one day I'll pop up on a live. All right. Thanks, everybody. See you all in the next video. Later.